Hey, yo, what's good? I'm a little bit ill if you can't tell, so this video is going to be low energy. I want to talk about Stella Sora. As you probably tell by the title, the thumbnail, it's shit. And the game's probably good. I've seen gameplay of it, I've not played it. I was going to wait a few days. I usually do this with new games coming out where I decide I'm going to wait and see a little bit of reaction at first, go from there, but then I heard about all the issues, which, as you can see here, we've got M-tashed on the screen. Just a little clip that's going to really drive it home. And I feel a little bit vindicated by this, not just because I've constantly said, and I'm going to keep saying this, gacha games that have terrible monetization are a thing of the past. Now, I've made a video about this before, saying, oh, it's okay to want better, and this just makes me feel very justified, all the backlash, because with the economy of the pools and whatnot, in terms of in-game currency and real-world currency, is fucking terrible, and we'll get into that soon. I'm going to let this clip rock a little bit. I really want MTash to show this, and a little bit of a spoiler, but the top comment: in a highly competitive gacha market, having an awful gacha system is a death sentence. It really is. It's speedrunning EOS. But let's hear from somebody who's actually played the game.
Number 1. We have a guarantee on this banner. I'm already
Which is already cool. I believe the first character you acquire is guaranteed, which is great.
30-something pulls in. There is a one-time only guarantee of the limited character at 120 pulls. Okay.
That's pretty high, absolutely. But it's guaranteed, so I kind of get it. I believe Enfield's going to have the same thing, where it's 120 to possibly get the character, then a further 40 further down the line to basically, if you lose that 50-50, another 40, you're guaranteed at 160.
Okay, so you can guarantee that character, which I suppose is a good thing, because you have a guaranteed way of doing that. But when we look at the economy of pulls in this game,
okay, here's what words are really show.
Terrible.
That laugh keeps sending me. That's such a good laugh. That's a shit-eating gremlin laugh there. That's like a goblin's just robbed you for your last gold in D&D. That's so fucking funny. That's a great laugh. One more time.
Economy of pulls in this game, this is terrible. Once we get into the shops, I'm going to show you. This is terrible. But it's a very important thing to note. Your first copy is at 120 pulls.
Which we already know.
If you want to get dupes of the character, because they do have... I
want to bring your attention to this here. The base rate is 2,000. Well, basically 2%. 2,000, what am I on about? This is higher than Genshin's, which I believe is a 0.6. Wuthering Waves is a 0.8, 1.2 something, which is still abysmal by all means, but, you know, it's pretty high, all things considered.
Talents that are like passives that get stronger and stronger. It is 160 further pulls to get another copy. It is a 2% pull rate, and there is a 50-50.
And this is obviously after the guarantee at 120.
On my account, I lost the 50-50. I pulled a character. It wasn't the banner character. Love to see that. That feels so bad. I absolutely despise 50-50s in games. But then,
I think we all do.
They have a weapon
this is
banner
the worst
as
thing.
well. So not
the weapon banner. I'm going to give spoilers for this little bit. There's a 75-25. I think that has no business being there. I think if you're going to have a weapon banner, you just make it guaranteed. Like just 100%, yeah, you get the weapon. There you go.
Not only do they get the regular banner, they've got...
people will defend this, by the way, which is what the video I recently released was. It's like, how do people defend this? Honestly, if you see this and go, I see nothing wrong with this, please tell me how you defend this. Comment explicit details. Just tell me through the thought process, because I have no idea.
The weapon banner as well, and you start looking through this. It's a 75-25.
Yep.
Again,
love to see it.
You can have a failure on these banners. If we go down here and we look at the pity, I'm going to start getting real crazy. So we start looking at getting those characters and how many requirements shop. Where's the shop? Here's the shop. Okay.
Here we go.
So the monthly pass that almost every game like this does.
This is the 11 pulls. I'm pretty sure
$5
MTAS says it now.
pass. It gives you 11 pulls.
11 pulls. I'm going to pull up a post pretty soon that explains why, but let me just show you how bad this is, okay? So we go here. I typed in Stella Sora. I just wanted to see what's happening. A Doom post one. Well, not Doom post. Here's a criticizing video. Another criticism. Just a starter guide. Criticism. All the short, criticisms. And then, once again, sticks here. Shocks players. Avoid mistakes, beginner's guide. And then, someone's hyped, excited, blah, blah, blah. You get the gist. But that's just it. The top 4 videos were all 3 negatives and 1 pretty positive. There is no real difference. Just here, ranting it. Things that looking good. Rant, EOS, speedrun, I dislike Monogatari. First impressions, probably going to be bad. Genocide, it's probably 7 out of 10. I want to bring your attention to Sticks over on Twitter real quick. Like, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I'm not going to touch Chaos Zero Nightmare, okay? It's not my kind of game. But at least they're being open and transparent. No last-minute changes from the beta to now, which is what Stella Sora did. And you can go ahead, you can look this yourself. I'm not going to really read about it too much. Let's move on to the big Reddit post, which was linked in the Discord. You should join, links in the description. It's a long one. We're not going to read all of it, don't worry. But this just shows you how bad it is. This is a 24-hour review, by the way. That's how bad this is. 24 hours. You know how bad that is? People in like the first 24 hours, 48 hours of launch have gone, oh yeah, this game's terrible. They've compiled a big list of reasons why. So let's look into it. What I really want to go for is this one here. I believe it's the pulls cost 300, not the 130 we used to. I think Limbus Company has the lowest at 130 for a single pull. And then Genshin, like the classic Hoyoverse popularization is just, 160. This is 300. What are we doing here? And for the prices they show you, let's go back real quick.
But dollars easy. So
once again, this further proves the point. It costs 100 for this is, I believe, 30-ish pulls? Because it's 300, not the 160. I don't understand that. This baffles me so much. It'll, like the top comment says, it's a highly competitive gacha market. I believe that's why Do It Night Abyss have gone away from the gacha element of it and just made it the Warframe game it is now. I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired to really shit talk, but you know what? We're gonna keep doing it. Then we go over here. Character pool, we're currently 8 5-stars, 16 4-stars, might as well be only 8 5-stars. This is because for the 4-stars, I think you need to pull 12 copies of them, 11 plus the one base you need to max them out, constellation wise. Character building. Look, nothing from Ash Echo's complaints. Build characters, the game makes you play a roguelike mode. Yes. See, roguelike modes are cool with the top-down camera. I'm a big fan of that. Not when I watched another MTAS video and it was very much the combat of it. It's like the top-down. Actually, no, it was this video. Here we go. Here's the comment. That's not really a roguelike. All he's saying here is how he's not pressing anything. You can't die. This is the combat on auto. He's not in danger of dying. That's why he's pressed it on auto. And when he clicks the skills, he goes in and he starts clearing it. So already the gameplay, ooh. Progression, run, most awful thing of it. Everything's locked behind account level. Now, if you played Blue Star Protocol, you know certain things are locked behind, I think, just being time-gated. That's a big no-no as well. You can't time-gate things like this. At least in my opinion. It should be kind of basically, vampire styles where you get to activate skills and ultimates. Enemies are giant. That right there. That's the biggest one for me. Enemies are giant HP sponges. Honestly, this should be another video. This should be its own separate video about the enemies. I don't want enemies with giant HP pools and 2 moves. I want enemies that you can kill in 5 hits. But getting those 5 hits is very skillful. And you need to really time things correctly and just... Rather than just going, yeah, here's 11 million HP, go star rail the fuck out of it. Content, what content? Ah, fuck, I love that. You know what? I'm gonna do a big shout out, Shady. Thanks for pointing this out. This has been a joy to read so far. You could read this yourself, but long story short, I can't be bothered reading. Yeah, it's all her. Monetization. This is the big one. Most of the bad gacha system, but let me add more. The welcome is $5, 90 gems per day plus 600 from purchase, leading to 3,300 versus 3,000 gems on HSI Genshin. Problem is, that's over. Oh, that's 18.75 pools. Here it's only 11. Because it's 300, not 160. No tracks can be purples, issue with the skin. Pay $7, you get special skin. Oh, that was another thing, the special skin. Let me see if I can find the skin. So, I couldn't find what I was looking for, but I did find something even worse. And it's who made it, or who the company behind publishing the game. It's Yostar. And these are just 5 of the games that Yostar made. Obviously, you get the big ones like Azure Lane, I believe it's Blue Archive, Blue Archive, and Arknights. Okay, 3 great games by themselves, and we got Heaven Burns Red and Mahong Soul. I probably said that wrong. So there's money behind it. I don't get why they got so greedy with it. And like before launch, they decided, hey, we're gonna just shoot the prices up for God knows whatever reason. The activists, dramas, made the fact beta and release gacha was doubled and rates were altered. Also, blatantly sponsored, being very mute about the situation. Yeah, conclusion, just skip this game. And honestly, I was going to anyway. This just reinforced it. And all this has done is reinforce that I believe, now more than ever, we need to start calling these things out. Hey, I just had to cut a huge part out, so I'm just going to sum it up. I was throwing up. I'm going to die in this crusade of there needs to be changes with the price points. 100%. For future games coming out. Because this is how you speedrun EOSing. So games like Arknights, Enfield, I really hope it doesn't go down the same route. I am so excited for Arknights Enfield. It's incredible. Even more so than I am for Do It Night Burst. And I really... This is actually shaken my faith in Enfield. That's a bad emphasis because it's the same publisher. And if a publisher can fuck this up, day 0, launch day, what's to say they won't do the same for Enfield in future games? It's a dangerous, slippery slope, and I don't like where this is going, and I think we need to talk about it. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, links in description, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go and sleep. Peace.